The most dangerous time of day isn't midnight, it isn't noon, it is 3:17 a.m. This is the hour when the world is quiet enough for you to hear the truth you spend all day drowning out. Let's look at a man named Marcus. He is lying in bed, bathed in the pale, artificial blue glow of a smartphone screen. His thumb is moving in a rhythmic, hypnotic swipe. Up, up, up. He is looking at other people living. He is watching strangers build businesses, travel to coastlines he has never seen, and laugh with bodies that look carved out of marble. Marcus is tired. His eyes burn, but he cannot put the phone down. Why? It is not because he is interested. It is because he is terrified of the silence. If he puts the phone down, the screen goes black. And if the screen goes black, he has to be alone with his thoughts. And the loudest thought in his head is a scream he refuses to acknowledge. You are wasting your life. Marcus is trapped in a neurochemical loop that millions of people are stuck in right now. It is the war between the yinkaki or nucleus accumbens machi, the brain's pleasure center, and the prefrontal cortex, the brain's CEO, responsible for long-term planning. The pleasure center screams, comfort, now, safety, dopamine. The CEO whispers, we have work to do. We have a legacy to build. But the CEO is tired. The CEO has been ignored for 10 years, and tonight, at 3:17 a.m., Marcus feels a heavy weight on his chest. It feels like gravity has doubled. That weight is not a blanket. That weight is the accumulated mass of unfulfilled potential. It is the physics of regret. We often talk about motivation as if it is a spark, a firework. But real motivation creates a different kind of heat. Tonight, we are going to talk about the darkest, most potent fuel source available to the human spirit. We are not talking about inspiration. We are talking about the terror of meeting your future self and realizing you created a stranger. There is a law in psychology, and it is brutal. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Marcus is currently carrying the tons, and he doesn't know how to put them down. To understand why Marcus, and perhaps you, cannot seem to start the things that matter, we have to look under the hood of the machine. We have to look at the chemistry of later. When Marcus says, I'll start on Monday, his brain actually releases a tiny hit of dopamine. This is the great trick of the mind. The act of planning to do something creates a similar soothing neurochemical effect as actually doing it. When you tell yourself, I am going to get in shape next month, your brain simulates that future success. You get a microscopic reward. You feel responsible. You feel safe. You feel like you've handled the problem, but you haven't handled anything. You have simply mortgaged your future peace for present comfort. This is called hyperbolic discounting. It is a cognitive bias where the brain values an immediate small reward, scrolling, sleeping in, eating the sugar, significantly more than a massive future reward, health, financial freedom, pride. The brain is an ancient survival machine. For thousands of years, later was not guaranteed. If you saw food, you ate it. If you saw a safe cave, you stayed in it. The brain is wired to grab the now. But we no longer live in caves. We live in a world of compounded returns. Every time Marcus chooses the easy path, he is reinforcing a neural pathway. He is myelinating the circuit of least resistance. Myelin is the insulation around your nerve fibers that makes signals travel faster. Whatever you do repeatedly, you get better at. Marcus has become an Olympian at procrastination. He has become a master at negotiation. He can talk himself out of greatness in less than 3 seconds. He has practiced weakness so many times that it has become his default setting. But there is another chemical at play here, one that Marcus is feeling right now in the dark. Cortisol. Deep down, the subconscious mind knows the truth. It knows time is running out. This low-level anxiety, this humming background noise of stress, is the brain's way of signaling a prediction error. The brain predicts you should be further ahead. Reality shows you are standing still. The gap between those 2 points creates suffering. Tonight, Marcus is going to close his eyes. And for the first time in years, he isn't going to distract himself. He is going to let the movie play. In his mind's eye, Marcus drifts. He imagines a door. It's a heavy iron door. He pushes it open. He is standing in a room that looks like his living room, but the lighting is different. The air smells different. It smells like peace. It smells like order. Sitting in the armchair is a man. The man looks like Marcus, but older, maybe 10 years older. His hair is graying at the temples, but look at how he sits. He isn't slumped. His spine is erect. His shoulders are broad and relaxed. There is a calm power radiating off him. His hands are calloused but steady. This is the Marcus who did the work. This is the version of him who woke up early. This is the version who put the phone down. This is the version who wrote the book, who built the body, who saved the money, who loved his family with presence and intention. This figure is the ideal self. Then the door opens again. Another man walks in. He also looks like Marcus, 10 years older. But this man is hunched. His skin is gray and pasty. His eyes are darting around the room, full of fear and envy. He is breathing shallowly. He looks at the floor because he cannot bear to look at anyone in the eye. He carries an aura of bitterness so thick you can taste it. This is the Marcus who kept scrolling. This is the Marcus who said tomorrow for 3,650 days in a row. The two men look at each other, the ideal self and the regretful self, and the young Marcus, the current Marcus, stands between them. This is not a fantasy. This is a neurological simulation your prefrontal cortex runs to help you make decisions. But most of us turn the simulation off because it hurts too much to look at the second man. The regretful self speaks first. His voice is a rasp, dry, and weak. He looks at young Marcus and says, "Why did you do this to me? I am the one who has to live in the wreckage you are creating right now. You get the fun, you get the sleep, you get the dopamine, and I get the bill. I am the one who has to look my children in the eye and explain why I am a failure. I am the one who has to live in a body that is failing because you wouldn't move it. You are borrowing happiness from me, and you are leaving me bankrupt." The silence in the room is deafening. This is the core truth of regret motivation. We tend to think of our future selves as strangers. We think that's a problem for future Marcus. But future Marcus is you. He is you, trapped in a cage built by today's laziness. Marcus wakes up. It is morning now. The sun is cutting through the blinds. Usually, this is the moment the cycle restarts. The cortisol spikes, the morning stress, the immediate reach for the phone to numb it with dopamine. But today, the image of the broken man is burned into his retina. He feels a different chemical rising. Norepinephrine. This is the molecule of alertness, of focus, and sometimes of anger. Not the hot, chaotic anger of a tantrum, but the cold, hard, blue flame anger of a man who refuses to die before he is dead. Marcus realizes that he is not fighting the world. He is not fighting his boss. He is not fighting the economy. He is fighting for the life of that man in the chair. He is fighting to save his future self from a life of gray mediocrity. He stands up. He doesn't check the phone. He puts on his shoes. His brain screams, "It's cold outside." You're tired. Just 5 more minutes? This is the limbic friction. It is the energy required to overcome the resting state. It is Newton's first law. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. Marcus knows that if he listens to the voice, he creates the broken man. So he uses a cognitive tool. He uses metacognition. Thinking about his thinking, he says, "I hear you. I know you want comfort, but we are not doing comfort today. We are doing construction." He walks out the door. Let's talk about the gray zone. Most people do not destroy their lives with a single explosion. They don't jump off a cliff. They slide down a gentle slope. The gray zone is that comfortable middle ground. You aren't failing badly enough to sound the alarm, but you aren't succeeding enough to feel alive. You are just existing. This is where dreams die of suffocation. In the gray zone, your brain regulates serotonin, the satisfaction molecule, to keep you sedated. You have a roof, you have food, you have Netflix. Your biology says we are safe, but the human spirit is not designed for safety alone. It is designed for competence. When Marcus starts running, it hurts. His lungs burn. His legs feel like lead. This is physical pain. But strangely, as the physical pain increases, the spiritual pain decreases. This is the trade. The brain releases endorphins and endocannabinoids. These are natural painkillers, but they only come after the effort. You have to pay the entrance fee to get the chemical reward. As Marcus runs, he starts to understand the equation. Regret is a poison that you drink hoping the past will change. Discipline is a bitter medicine that cures the future. He realizes that tomorrow is a lie. There is no tomorrow. There is only a sequence of nows. If he acts like a coward in this now, he will act like a coward in the next now. He has to break the chain. Marcus returns home. He is sweaty. He is out of breath. He has not conquered the world. He has simply run 3 miles. But something fundamental has shifted in his neurochemistry. He has generated self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the scientific term for believing you can trust yourself. Every time you make a promise to yourself and break it, your self-efficacy drops. You teach your brain that your word means nothing. You become a liar in your own house. But every time you keep a promise, especially a hard one, you build a brick. Marcus looks at his desk, the half-written book, the chaos. He sits down. He doesn't try to write a masterpiece. He just lays one brick. He writes for 20 minutes. He is no longer waiting for inspiration. Inspiration is for amateurs. Professionals show up. He is shifting from a dopamine-driven loop, seeking reward, to a serotonin-driven loop, seeking purpose and status in his own eyes. He is becoming both the architect and the bricklayer. The architect plans the future. The bricklayer does the work today even when he doesn't want to. The architect has the vision. The bricklayer has the grit. You need both. Most people are all architect and no bricklayer. They dream of the cathedral but won't mix the mortar. Let's fast forward. Not 10 years, just 6 months. Marcus has kept going, not perfectly. He missed days. He stumbled. He had moments where the old addiction to comfort grabbed him by the throat. But he got back up. This is the mechanism of neuroplasticity. The old roads in his brain, the ones labeled quit and procrastinate, are starting to grow over with weeds. They are harder to access. The new roads, labeled discipline and focus, are becoming highways. They are coated in thick myelin. It is actually becoming harder for him to be lazy than to be productive. He wakes up early now without the alarm. His body expects the movement. He looks in the mirror. The eyes are different. The fear is gone. He closes his eyes and summons the meeting room again. The mental simulation. The heavy iron door opens. The broken man, the regretful version, is fading. He is translucent. He is a ghost that is losing its power to haunt. And the ideal self, the strong man, he is clearer. He is solid. Marcus walks up to him. He looks at this future version of himself, and he realizes something profound. He is becoming him. The future self looks at Marcus, smiles, and says nothing. He doesn't have to. The silence is no longer heavy. It is peaceful. The future self hands Marcus a torch. The message is clear. I am waiting for you. Keep climbing. The view from here is worth every second of the pain you felt in the valley. We need to take this to the absolute limit. Imagine for a moment your final hour. You are in a hospital bed. The lights are dim, the machines are beeping, a slow, rhythmic countdown. The air smells of antiseptic and finality. You are old. Your time is up. Standing around your bed are the ghosts of the ideas, the abilities, the talents, and the gifts that were given to you by the universe. But you, for whatever reason, never used them. You were too scared. You were too tired. You were too distracted by the glowing screen. These ghosts are standing around your bed, and they are looking at you with large, angry eyes. They say, "We came to you. Only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you together." Does that scene scare you? Good. It should. That fear is useful. That fear is fuel. Your brain is trying to protect you from failure. But in doing so, it is guaranteeing the ultimate failure, a life unlived. You have to override the safety switch. You have to explain to your outer amygdala, doper, the fear center, that the real danger isn't rejection or fatigue or failure. The real danger is reaching the end and realizing you never actually started. There is a specific kind of peace that comes only after war. It is not the peace of the sloth sleeping in the sun. It is the peace of the soldier cleaning his sword after the battle. It is the peace of exhaustion. When you put your head on the pillow after a day where you gave 100%, where you fought the urge to quit and won, your brain releases a cocktail of GABA and serotonin shui that no drug can replicate. It is the chemical signature of pride. You sleep deeply because you have no debts to the day. You paid in full. This is what Marcus found. He didn't find a life without pain. He found a life with better pain. He traded the gnawing, rotting pain of regret for the sharp, burning, purifying pain of discipline. And that is the bargain you must make today. So, here we are. You and me. The screen is in front of you. The world is waiting. You have a choice to make in the next 5 seconds. You can click away. You can find another video. You can get another cheap hit of dopamine. You can tell yourself, that was a nice story, and go back to the gray zone. Or you can put the device down. You can look at your hands. You can realize that these hands are the tools that build your future. You can close your eyes and visualize the 2 paths. Path A, the comfort, the scrolling, the safety, leading to the broken man, hunched and bitter. Path B, the sweat, the fear, the work, the grind, leading to the king, strong and at peace. One of them is going to be real. One of them is going to be you. You are the author. You are the architect. You are the only one who can cast the vote. Don't let the ghost of who you could have been haunt you forever. Become him. Consume the weakness. Burn the boats. Your future self is begging you. Don't give up on me. Tomorrow's regret hurts more than today's effort. The bill always comes due. Pay it now while you can still afford it. Get up, get moving, do the work.